Hello everyone, it's Speaker back in with our Marvel Rivals concept video. This one being the first content in a series of 6. Marvel Rivals is really lacking in villains, and with this being a 6v6 hero shooter, emphasis on the 6 part, I think the Sinister 6 would be such a fun team comp to run. Also with the members and roles I think it would be a very balanced composition of 3 Vanguard, 2 Strategists, and 1 Duelist. I teased in my Green Goblin concept that I would be making the Sinister 6, and here we are now. And who better to begin this series with than the leader of the Sinister 6, Dr. Octopus. Doc Ock is a heavily requested character to be added to Marvel Rivals even outside of the Sinister 6 team. After all, he's one of the most recognizable Marvel villains, and with so many good adaptations of the character, there's more than just comic book fans begging for him to be added. And I mean, just with his powers and technology alone, he can make for a really unique character. And for this concept, I'll be making Doc Ock a strategist. Now I know a lot of people would have him as a tank, I understand that, but I made these guys with them all in mind. I don't want an Avengers situation where this beloved team is almost impossible to run consistently, and the villains I have selected, Doc Ock made the most sense to be the team's second strategist. However, I'm not totally against a tanky Auto Octavius, and you'll notice he does have some crowd control and can gain a ton of bonus health, which are very common attributes of tanks, making Doc Ock a strategist Vanguard hybrid. With all that out of the way, his primary fire is his metal arms of course. His metal arms push outwards like Mr. Fantastic's primary fire, dealing damage and knocking opponents back. But unlike Mr. Fantastic, who can drag his primary fire to hit multiple enemies, Doc Ock just pushes outwards. And he can push multiple targets back at once. And this one ability is crucial for the team to run correctly, as Wolverine is the Sinister 6's biggest problem. Being that there are 3 tanks, Wolverine would just run wild. But since this creates knockback, Doc Ock can stop Wolverine from kidnapping your tanks. His first ability is called Assistance, and it works like Mantis' life orbs. Doc Ock can have 3 at once, and he can select an ally to assist, as Doc Ock attaches his arms to them and shares some nanobots with them. This gives them a burst of healing and grants them a heal boost effect, increasing the potency of healing on them. Doc Ock works extremely well with other supports because of this constant application of the heal boost, and can make the job of healing tanks quicker, which allows supports to be more proactive. His next ability has him spin around, filling his metal arms and knocking people around. This grants Doc Ock bonus health upon activation and gives him additional bonus health for each opponent hit by this attack. This also speeds the cooldown by 1 second for each enemy hit. His last ability has him rebuilding his nanobots on the fly, and Otto can speed up the cooldown timer on his assistant charges. Otto can freely walk around while tinkering, but cannot attack. This, I believe, is a helpful tool to not only for his healing output, but it gives the player something to do which can prohibit feeding, and it feels more in control to regain my charges, whereas on Mantis, I'm just praying for lucky headshots. Also while tinkering, Doc Ock passively heals himself. His passive is all about the cybernetic arms. Obviously, Doc Ock is going to move around on his big robo arms, and to take it a step further, Otto will be able to raise and lower his height level with whatever control you have for jump and crouch, as well as being able to climb walls. This can make Doc Ock super hard to headshot, as his hitbox can always be on the move even if you're just standing still. Doc Ock also has 2 team-ups, the first one being for the Sinister 6. Doc Ock is the anchor as he's the team's mastermind, and this will be my Sinister 6 lineup. In no particular order, we got Shocker, Rhino, Electro, Sandman, and Mysteria. For this team up, Doc Ock throws down a device that, when in its vicinity, grants all members 5% ult charge upon defeating an opponent for a few seconds. Doc Ock's second team up is with Venom, Penny, and Spider-Man in the Symbiote Bond team up. I like Doc Ock to activate Arm Explosion, which turns Ock into the big black spiky ball-like thing that Spider-Man and Penny do for the team up. And for Doc Ock's ultimate, he sticks his arms into the ground and creates seismic waves that will heal allies and damage enemies that they pass through. Doc Ock is stationary and sends out 4 waves which can be aimed and travel along the ground. And that's how I'd make Doc Ock if he was a strategist in Marvel Rivals. Hopefully I made all the Doc Ock fans happy with this one, making him a strategist Vanguard hybrid. And for those diehard Vanguard Doc Ock people, I hope you still understand my decision when it comes to the whole Sinister 6 team comp. But that's all I got for today. Let me know any other characters you want me to make in the future, and I'll get onto them right after I finish the Sinister 6. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.